we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. A.J. Epinesa able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Kaepernick to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trask now. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 3rd down, Trask. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. To throw is Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Trask to throw it. There's Trimble, the tight end.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
From the gun, Trask. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Here's Trask.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Cheetah Luzier with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Here's Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kyle Pitts with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 7. Game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period, and that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that are going to come out of that for that 17th game, and could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Eckler, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Kaepernick going to throw. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. A handoff, it's Eckler. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tighten up. 91.
Now Kaepernick. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kyle Pitts Pitts making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Goff on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. That caught by Tremble. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Line 20.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Goff. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goff. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now Kaepernick. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie corner, Pat Surtain.
And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
After the interception, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
Touchdown, Jaguars!
Tommy Tremble
with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now Eckler. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Monday. Check.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Going on the ground with Eckler. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 11 now.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Kaepernick now to throw. Touchdown! It's complete. Robbie Anderson from 17 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return. Touchdown.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff looking for Shepard deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, here's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain down to about the 33. Mario Addison in on the stop. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Once more, here's Eckler. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Kaepernick. They're going for it on fourth. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 26 yards. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jaguars Tartan. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On second down, Eckler. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Here we go.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
This is our time. Our time.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns.